Hello and welcome back to the Despair Mod finale. So last time we left off on a bit of a sad note. Hello and welcome. Perfect. Okay, just checking my volume. Yeah, last time we left on a bit of a sad note. We ran into a blocker here at the end of this fight. We could not win because, well, we could win, but then we couldn't progress. That should be fixed now. So if I just play this, I think we should be good. I don't know how long this is going to take, like Despair Mode. I imagine we're going to be done fairly quickly here, but we shall see. That is a meteor shower. I could take a second meteor shower. Okay, I don't need two meteor showers, I don't think. I hope not, anyway. Hey, Everly. You missed this last time? Oh, man, there's some really good stuff on this run, although we ran into a bit of a bug last time. This run is hard. We're at the very end of it now, though. Omniscience. I mean, we have such a big deck. This might be honestly a time where Omniscience isn't the worst in the world. I'm still not gonna say it's good, but it might not be the worst thing ever. Hello, Braille and Kevon. Doing all right. Yeah, we can finally get out of this final battle here, which is very exciting to me. So we're looking just to win. We're looking pretty good. Brief go over of our equipment. We got Destiny, the Wall, Stone Amulet, Mixed Salad Bowl on Heiner. Laya's got Raider Slicer, Retaliator, Avoidance Collar, Mixed Salad Bowl, the Avoidance Collar giving 2 evade, 2 buffer, and then Retaliator. Like, Laya's virtually unkillable. Mixed Salad Bowl actually is like not even doing anything for her except draw. Gladiator Helm on Cornelius. The speed is, I think, somewhat relevant. The Volcanic Axe is nice. We still have Mimi for castling reasons, but it's not going to be that impactful. I do like Dimensional Crystal. And then, of course, on Otis, we have Paladin Gauntlets, Lightbringer, Fervent Ring, and Dreamcatcher. So all good stuff. Everybody's going to be pretty tanky. Here are our perks. Just could go over one last time. Make sure we're all good and let other people have a chance to join the stream. So, you know, we got that Bless. We got that Burn. We got all the good stuff. Of course, we invested somewhat in money, but like I said, maxed out resistances. That was important to me. Looking to get a shop at the end of this, if we can. I hope we can. We got our Sanctify. I forget what we're getting here. We have 5,000 gold, though. We're so rich. Yeah, going over the perks here. Heiner with a little bit of extra tankiness. Of course, we got the fortified damage as well on both Heiner and on Cornelius. So, all that said, I don't know if I should take Blizzard or not. Blizzard might be useful against the final boss. His deck is so big. Yeah. My deck is huge. It is giant. I don't think we need Siphon Life. Yeah, I think Omniscience. Otis's deck is giant, yeah. Blizzard. It might be useful for the clones. So here's the problem. Regular clones, I don't take Blizzard. There's no way I would ever take Blizzard. But modified hand check? Like, I have no idea what's coming with modified hand check. What if the clones are all just hand check? Then I would really want, like, a giant AoE like Blizzard. You know? Also, if they're all hand check, I think we're dead. But that's besides the point. Yeah, this should be fine. I don't think I need Challenging Shout. Did we get a... Oh, we don't have a Citadel? Dang it. I really wanted Citadel. Whatever. Yeah, Challenging Shout probably just gets me killed. It's really just Blizzard. And I don't know if I take it. I don't even have a Cold Snap, it looks like. So yeah, we probably just don't take it. I'm gonna assume I'm good on AoE. We did get a shop. Okay, yeah, that's right. We were going for a shop here. I recall. Sapphire Ring. Sapphire Ring's a good ring. That's the type of ring I think goes well on Cornelius. Don't you? Yeah. I don't know if Cornelius really needs that energy. I'm pretty sure we're like good on energy in the near term here, but maybe. I like Dreamcatcher. Yeah, I mean, really, it's just, I mean, Sapphire Ring on Cornelius, that's gotta be good. It gives us extra resists. I mean, what's not to love? I don't think any of this other stuff matters. I'm pretty sure I don't need that speed. I could be so wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Because, like, if anything, we want Cornelius going after Lie on Otis. Alright. That's going to be good. Rare omniscience. Yeah, the winning team cannot die. We'll see, we'll see. I'm worried about this one. Okay, how much can we remove? Can we remove infinite cards? Minimum number of cards is still 26. Okay. So, we still have to worry about that. Right. Look at all this stuff. Is demoralizing shout needed? Did we need that for vulnerability? Let's see. We have 2 piercing howls. We have sunder armor. Man, I'm using sunder armor for vulnerability. we're in trouble, aren't we? We are using dispel magic. Do I not have a mass dispel? I didn't get a mass dispel, did I? I was very confident in myself. And we don't have one. Why do I have a punch? Do I have a punch so that I could hit for an attack for some reason? Is that because it draws me a card? Hold up. Wait, what do I have in my items? Character. Dang it. I don't remember if it draws me a card or not. I'm assuming it draws me a card right now. I'm still not sure it's worth running because, like, it's not necessarily good. Yeah. Like, rather, I'm fine with having Holy Slash. Like, that enables our, what's it called? Our big Heavenly Justice attack where we purge 2. Apply a bunch of Sanctify. And then we got our, our Holy Nova. Right. Sanctify is part of our healing. We have our Divine Power that's staying in the deck for now. We've got Otis. We got Prayer Protection. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we have Mass Dispel and Otis. That's right. That's good. Okay. I'm not sure we need, like, a detox still. I'm not sure. Oh, are we keeping Bad Clarity? We might need Bad Clarity for the final boss, right? Because, like, we don't know. Also, Healing Rain might be useful against Handcheck, though. There's an argument to remove it. Right, Double Fortune Telling. Infused Courage is still good. It's a defense card. It gives us Bless as well. This gives us Bless. These are decent block cards, and these also give Bless. Sanctuary, we could have a Sanctuary stick around. Might even be worthwhile depending on how long the fights go, but probably not that worthwhile. Searing Touch, I think, could go. Like, if we want anything to go, it's probably Searing Touch. Right, we have Scrolls of Intellect. Can I still remove this? It still says minimum number is 26, but I feel like it's letting me click the button, which means I'm able to remove it. So we probably don't want Flash Freeze. I forget, can the clones be stunned? The clones might be able to be stunned. Yeah, we have a draw weapon, but we're also over the maximum, like, cards. So, like, this doesn't necessarily help that much unless I don't have enough warrior cards. No. I think I have enough warrior cards, or did I want an attack that stuck around? Technically, we'll keep an attack that sticks around. We'll have Shield Bash. So it's not necessary unless I'm drawing 2 cards, which I don't know if I am or not. Are they clones? That's the question. It really is the question. I don't know if anybody's played this mod and knows the answer. But that's a real question right now in my head. Push forward, steal skin. Let's see. Would we get rid of, like, a barricade if we wanted to just keep some stuff around? I don't know that I need bluffs, though I do know that they're helpful for getting heals off on Heiner slightly, but only slightly. The throw bola, like, is that useful? Is that good? Is this going to be good against the final boss? I don't know, because giving them a double turn is sometimes really spooky. But having a bola on the Archon is good for when we need to deal damage on a specific turn. But, like, we have to draw it at the right time, which is, like, when are we doing that? Oh, God. Yeah, it's been way too long. This is why you don't take 2 weeks off of playing a run and then come straight back to it. I was trying to, like, think about this beforehand, but I've clearly failed. Okay, I think we actually need this under armor, sadly. Looking at everything here. We have our life tab. We have a meteor shower and a dream, it looks like. Winter orb. Do I really have this meteor shower? Oh man, meteor shower doesn't go out of the deck at any point. Well, okay. We don't have a good way of playing that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we have a divine power still. We'd probably want to get that upgraded if I can. I honestly don't know. You know what? Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Maybe is something I'd like to say, but I'm really not sure about that. Let's like remove a guard. Like, we don't need all these guards. I know they're damaged, but like we're gonna get damage from steel skin or from we're gonna get damage from steel forge. It's there somewhere. There it is. Yeah, we'll be fine. Then we have a lot of search, a lot of draw, applying, a lot of stuff in general. Yeah, I don't know about any of this. It's fine. You know what? We'll just say it's fine. We'll lay down our saves. We'll move on, and we'll see if we can win. Okay. Hold up. Hold the phone. We're going here, going there. Cool. We got our eat the apple. I could have an apple, or I could just have 15 HP on everybody. I think the 15 HP is going to be good. We did invest heavily into resists. Arkin can be shackled, but Monty can't. What world are we living in? That's crazy. It's true. So I'm going to have to rerun when it's fully released. When I did this, I was pretty sure it was pretty new and the bosses were unchanged. Yeah. I downloaded the latest version as well, so I think the bosses have all gotten the shift. You know what? We're gonna try to rebuild, because if we get it, that's huge. If we don't, we'll just reload. Meteor shower! It's insane! This is the best meteor shower of our lives. We got the critical success. Everything's 50% discounted. We can improve 2 things per character, though I don't know that we're gonna have that kind of money. I know the Archon has changed. Yeah, I jokingly told Bin Bin that they should put hand check in the Archon fight. And I don't know if they actually did that or not. Yeah, okay. So we still can only upgrade 2 cards. We gotta be careful. Scorching Ray, I mean, this is tempting. 95, we get 1 extra hit, right? Okay, no. We gotta look at like cards like Amplify. Amplify is huge, right? We want our aura to be better. Divine power sticking around might not be too bad either. Now, we don't need the powerful necessarily, but we could have other stuff. I mean, I do just like the amplifies, you know? Yeah, there's a lot here. Jokingly, subtle foreshadowing. Yeah. I told Bin Bin to put 2 dawns and 2 dusks in the pink, red, orange node press. Oh my god. That sounds like a nightmare. Okay. Fortune telling versus amplify. I mean, we gotta go amplify. I think the 50%, like the faster we get that out, the better. There's a really good argument to put Scorching Ray here. Good argument for upgrading Inner Combustion as well. Any other upgrades we really want to see? Arguably, removing Sanctify is pretty good on the Archon fight. Yeah, so we're running out of shards. Running out of all the shards. These upgrades are pretty important. I'm so happy we got the very cheap one. Helping Hands, removing Insanity. Don't forget that that's actually pretty good. And then we could have Delay Response stick around. Do we have like any Energize from anything else? Not really. Not at all. Okay. Maybe the play is keeping Delay Response around. Can't believe you rolled Meteor Shower. I can. Yeah, Clarity removes the Fury. Oh, that's true. We're gonna have Fury removed. That's so annoying. Okay. Yeah, upgrading a helping hand, I think is genuinely, like, it's a good play. There's an argument to make bluff free as well. Can't upgrade here. I mean, like, Cordelius, Scorching Ray. The thing about Scorching Ray is we might not want it random if we need to target down a single enemy, and if there is a hand check in the Archon fight, like, we might want to target down the either hand check or the Archon. I don't know which yet. It's talking about we don't need Freezing Flame too. Inner Combustion also we can make a lot better, right? Could be a lot more... Well, it could be a lot more damage, but not necessarily more burn. Difficult stuff. I mean, Ember Storms are good to upgrade in order to, like, get rid of them down the line. Because, like, you don't need all the Ember Storms sticking around in your deck. I mean, what, we're going to play Fire Blast instead? I mean, they're better because they're 0 cost. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, like, this might seem minor, but I think it's genuinely good. There's also upgrading Fortune Telling. We probably should just upgraded a Fortune Telling. That would have been good, but whatever. It's okay. Looks like we can't upgrade anything else. Oh wait, we can upgrade an Infuse Courage, but we want them to stick around. I guess I could have one more Courage. The best thing an Ember Storm can do for my deck is get out. Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm feeling. Or is there Archons in the hand check fight? Imagine hand check just summons a bunch of Archons. That's the true final boss. That'd be terrifying. All right, we're gonna say that that's good. A rare equipment shop. That's exactly what I want to see. Pacifism. That's not the end of the world. I just realized there's 2 bosses here. Sorry. Oh no, that must be the mini. That's the champion. Okay. That's just the champion. Well, we'll obviously save our game, try to get the rare equipment shop. I don't know what we're looking for, but something, hopefully. Hey, you guys have zeal, huh? Good thing you guys all go and get rid of your zeal before I get burned. Damn, that hurts. Okay, they didn't stun immediately. That's pretty lucky. We actually have to take out the Angel. The Angel is really, really good at buffing. Didn't I slow you down? I, like, removed something and you're still the fastest guy on the team? That doesn't seem right. Okay. Gonna have to learn how to play this again. Alright, we're copying spells. Dang, this is bad. Here we go. Gonna chill. Okay. We'll meditate. It'd be funny if we just, like, instantly lost here. I mean, a lot of these things are good. But are they good enough? That's a lot of block and a decent amount of bless. This fight's gonna be easier than Raton somehow? No, no way. No way, this fight's gonna be really hard. If I can get a Citadel off of this fight, though, I'd be so happy. We need to take down this Angel. It's, like, so beyond critically important. Okay. Laya, do you have the perk where you get draw? You do, alongside Otis. Okay, good to know, good to remember. You're annoying. I don't actually know what this guy does. He's probably just annoying somehow in a way that's, like, gonna matter on this fight in particular because we're playing it. Heiner's got 400 block and he's taunting. So, like, we should be in okay shape somewhat. We have Purification, a Meditate, block in here. Right, Laya's insanely awesome. Okay. We got a scry for Heiner. And these cards aren't Steel Forge, so we get rid of them. Get rid of the other scry. We can inner fire here. Cornelius needs like all the help in the world, but we're gonna have a hard time giving that to him. Heiner needs Steel Forge next turn. Okay, we got it. We're there. Then I think we slow y'all down and we hit here. Oh, we just drew Enrage. That's rough. Okay. Could have maybe played that turn a little bit better. Okay, you shuffle Sads into our deck. You go evading again. I'm not even gonna like think about you until the end. We got some stuff to deal with here. God, I love Laya. The Retaliator plus the Avoidance Collar, like we're just so set. Get rid of Heiner's problems there. Slow down Cordelius. Like we genuinely want the slow. Otis, I mean we're gonna like speed you back up. It's not the greatest play in the world, but it's good enough. Yeah, I can't give all the stuff I'd like to. Sucks that we drew the two slows. We do have the upgraded Raider Slicer, so we do get 2 draw. Yeah, so you're a problem, because you just gave the entire team Bless. So like now their damage is going to be high. And you're going to stun Heiner probably now? No, you didn't stun Heiner. Okay, we got round 3. We got to round 3 without getting a stun. That's so lucky. Well, not the best turn for it, but honestly this is probably fine for like the amount of Bless it'll give us. Before Cornelius goes. Like, I think this is good. I'm gonna play a game or two with a friend. Be right back. Hope the fight goes well. Thanks. Have fun. I also hope this fight goes well. Okay, I got draw. Got guard. Got steel skin. We got some damage. But they're all so stupidly fast. Oh, we had amnesia on Cornelius too? That's unfortunate. I hate that. Okay, these random monsters. We're doing damage now. That's great. We have powerful. We have everything we need. I think we have everything we need to do some solid work. So we do this. I think we do that. I think we do a Living Flame because it's pretty efficient. Alongside an Ember Storm. It's probably just like gotta be this. Okay. And now like an Inner Combustion and a Winter Orb. Oh my gosh, 178 damage. It's not quite what it needs to be. Okay, that was unfortunate in the way that that worked out. We healed this guy up and we shouldn't have done that. However, the Angel's not going again. He just did something. Okay, we deal damage to the highest HP hero. You're gonna hurt me more than I can imagine. He healed! Oh no, and then he saved the dragon! Oh no, we messed that turn up. We messed that turn up awfully. We could have had all 3 of these guys die. I don't think we're gonna lose, but it's close. Okay. There's Heavenly Justice on top of this seems really good. So now we can purge all the good stuff that they had and leave none of the bad. Alright. Oh, Cornelius got stunned, though. Cornelius got super stunned. That's bad. No chance we dispel that, is there? No. Doesn't appear so. Dang it. Not like too far off. But we're definitely not there. Okay. Well, dang it. I messed up. I messed up the fight horribly. Fortunately, we're strong enough that I'm allowed to mess up. Okay. Get rid of the chill. Last guardian. We'll weaken you all. Heat laser. And then just block as much as I can. Did I lose my steel forge? I did. I don't know why though. Not good, but we still should be fine. I thought I still had 4 charges left, but maybe I lost them in between time. Heiner's so tanky. I built this team pretty well. I'm liking this a lot. Okay. Got the draw. Gotta get more draw. Gotta filter the deck better. Gotta filter the deck better. Okay, we can get a freeze going. I like that a lot. Get rid of your sad stuff. I can get rid of that. Get a divine power later. Yeah, this is all good. We're getting there. No, not my infused courage. Hey, we can get rid of 18 bless on this guy? That's worth it. That guy had 18 bless on him, can you believe it? Did he steal that from me or something? Yeah, I think he stole it from Heiner, looking at it now. Must have stolen it from Heiner. Okay, you're immune to being stunned, which makes sense. Like this makes sense to me. But you can be stunned, and you're no longer going to be a problem. I think we've won. It might have been just slightly slow. No matter what, we're getting a great performance. I know that much. And we're going to retain full health on this fight. Man, Thorns really doesn't do anything. Not that that's a big surprise, but I don't know, I thought it would do more. Okay. Wow, only 54. How much blunt resistance do you have? 57? Wait, why'd we only do... That's weird. No idea why we only did 54 or 57 damage off of 400 block. Wait, no, that does make sense. Never mind. Goodbye. Okay, we saved. We're good. We got necropotence, but the wrong kind, and we can't change it. Dang it. It's the wrong kind, and I can't change it. That's unfortunate. Omnipotence is interesting. Again, with a bunch of bad cards, it's not like the worst idea in the world. Another Sanctuary could be good. Guardian Angel could surprisingly win us the game. I don't mind Purging Ray. Like, I'm nervous about what we're gonna have to face, so I think Purging Ray is gonna be good. Common Omnipotence. I don't know. I don't know about Omnipotence. Like, it does help us dig to Steel Forge, potentially, but it also costs a lot of energy, and it's gonna get in the way, most likely. I mean, Necropotence is interesting. Vanishing cards might be a buff in and of itself. So we might just take this regardless, and maybe we could play it on Cornelius, even though like obviously we'd rather have this version. Maybe. I mean, this is fine. We're gonna be in long fights, so this is not bad. It's totally worth it. I'm actually curious about Guardian Angel. I think Guardian Angel could save us from like some of the worst of turns. Now we could just pick up another Sanctuary. I'm not buying this Guardian Angel. You lack some faith here. I think I like push forward too. I can understand your lack of faith. I'll take the Omnipotence. We'll try it out. Maybe the mitigate will help us here. Gosh, I wish I got Citadel. Can't believe we didn't get Citadel on this run. Guardian Angel, like it is, yeah, it's single target, but like dream turn, we taunt on Heiner, and then like we make him immune to a turn that he would otherwise die in. I just don't know what the final, like I don't know, can the final bosses deal like 800 damage to a single person in a turn? That's my question. I'm gonna go with Sanctuary. Sanctuary is the safe play. As for what we got, wow, upgraded plate mail. What a crazy get. We can actually get upgraded Avoidance Caller. Do we want Laya to live forever? She's like the least important person to live forever, but like we could have her do it. Alternatively, we could give this to the pig. The pig having a bit more survivability is not bad. I think minus 5% resistances for more buffer, more evade is probably worthwhile. Archon has like bless times 10 damage or something like that. Yeah. Warrior Code would be a play. Actually, do we need Mixed Salad Bowl on Heiner anymore? We probably do. We probably still need Mixed Salad Bowl on Heiner. Although, the Warrior Code. Purple Warrior Code's not too shabby. And then if we don't care about our damage anymore, we can get rid of Paladin Gauntlets and switch it to Plate Mail. But I think I care about my damage more than that. In any case, it's definitely, I think it's definitely Avoidance Caller. I don't think we need purple Avoidance Caller on Laya. Plus 6 charges is crazy. But the boss has a block punisher too. The boss does have a block punisher. That is totally true. But like we're just gonna have to eat it regardless. Like the thing about the block punisher on the boss is like we have to eat it. The other problem is like I think I actually do need the draw on Heiner. Like we're not max draw on Heiner in any sense. And this can be a dispel, this can be a transfer curse. So I although I like the resist and the extra HP we get from this, because it like helps us survive regardless of what the boss is doing. Oh, I'm considering the plate mail really hard. It's also in my mind. The thing is like, who would take it? Right? Like Retaliator, arguably we could get rid of plate mail for, but like I think Retaliator's better. The wall, we're not getting rid of the wall. Like that's silly. Gladiator helmet, not a chance. And then Paladin gauntlets, like this is all our damage. So like Otis could take plate mail and then be a lot tankier and a lot harder to kill. Yeah, I agree. Retaliator's just way too good. So like I don't think we are getting plate mail, sadly. We actually are just set. So it's really whether Avoidance Caller goes on Laya or whether it goes on Otis. On Laya, it's just a strict upgrade. We get 3 evade, 3 buffer per turn. She becomes pretty unkillable, making her Retaliator like almost useless probably, but hey. Then with Fervent Ring, like we probably just get a net benefit on Otis because getting more buffer on Otis is probably just going to be the way to go. So I think this is actually better. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. There's no reason to make her more unkillable. We're fine as is. This seems to be it. I'm surprised. Yeah, there's definitely an argument for the Warrior Code on Heiner. Like we could probably survive the block turn of the Archon. Like at 400 block, I don't think the Archon kills us at 222 HP with Courage and with Reinforce. Like there's no way that we die to that Archon turn, even with 400 block. This Dim Crystals is kind of bad. Dim crystals? Oh yeah, dimensional crystals. You're not wrong. Dimensional crystals is kind of bad. What would I replace it with? The scroll of resurrection? No, I think it's better than that. We can also hold on to dimensional crystals. Like there's a chance dimensional crystals plays out well for us. I think we have to be good there. We'll rest. I mean, I could take care of a card. Sure. What kind of card are we getting rid of here? Last chance. What are we doing? The clones can be stunned. I don't know that it's worth keeping the stun in the deck though, but it could be because a clone stun can go a long way. Man, the healing rain against hand check. There's an argument for it. There's an argument against it, in that it's a card in our deck that I'd rather not have for a good portion of time, but like there's an argument for it. Yeah, I kind of weirdly feel like I want everything, which is a bad sign. Like, because our decks are so fat, I feel like I don't have enough like direction that I could steer it away from a lot of these cards that we have. Argument for getting rid of Demoralizing Shout, but I think it actually is our AoE vulnerable, and we unfortunately need that even at 3 cost. Let's just go. Even hitting... Hey, don't you dare say copying Meteor Shower is just okay. Copying Meteor Shower's gotta be amazing. Gosh, I'm so nervous about the boss. Like, I don't know what Bin Bin did. If Handcheck is, like, upgraded with, like, super clones, we could just die. Okay. This is Cornelius' run. Cornelius is putting in all the work. The huge deck size is definitely the most important factor in how hard this mode is. It's definitely up there. I don't know. Again, to go over for everybody what we're facing, right? So on top of everything else that this mode offers, we have +1 combat tier, which I think was probably the hardest thing in terms of getting over just in fights in a lot of cases, because there's just a lot of fights that get a lot harder that way. Getting Act 4 fights and Act 3 for one is difficult. At the start of turn, a random monster gains Bless. This hasn't been like the most impactful, but it does add up, and like it helps monsters kind of scale with you over the course of a fight, which they generally have a hard time doing. The +35 powerful was really scary at one point, where like things just killed me. Yeah, Act 1 Monty with the +1 combat tier is scary. Divinations, I think, were a huge factor too. The cost increase is pretty rough there. Here's a monster starting with Reinforced Insulate. This really makes OTK a lot harder. And later starting with Zeal as well. Like this makes it so you really have to have a strong OTK build, and then on top of having the fat deck, that gets even more difficult. Though Braille has done it. Here's a monster's deal -25% damage and heal for 30% more, also making the OTK harder. Yeah, and then the minus card reward tier was pretty rough. Yeah, this minimum deck size, that's definitely the toughest. Okay, these hand check clones look normal. I am unafraid. Okay, I don't want to purge here. Got a meditate. Can transfer curses, but I don't know what I'd even want to transfer. We've got clarity on Otis. Delay response. We've got a scry. Ooh, I like all those helping hands. I guess I'm getting rid of omnipotence. It's not going to be that useful. There's a divine power. Start the buffing going. Let's just focus on taking out a clone. That should help us quite a bit. Get the buffer on Heiner. I've got some hope. Okay, this is actually a pretty good turn. Not the right turn for the bad clarity. But otherwise, having Unwavering Faith plus Prayer Protection, and then just being able to get a bunch of Bless on Cornelius straight away, up to 25 Bless, that's pretty good for this team. That's probably a high roll. The Atonement doesn't matter too much. We might actually be able to take out some of these clones, which is much better than I was expecting. Hey, even getting some extra burn on top, getting a guard for extra damage. Yes. Yes, this is it. And we should survive as well if we're able to take out some of these clones. Oh, almost double Meteor Shower. Okay, here's where the Flash Freeze comes in, right? Because, like, we just Flash Freeze 2 clones. And now we only have 1 to worry about. And, like, that 1 is still gonna ruin my life, but here we are. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Well, they at least stayed stunned. Our pets were never making it through. That I know. Okay, we survived the Disintegrate pretty nicely. You're wrong about the Dimensional Crystal. I know, the value, right? Oh, the value. Okay. Yeah, we'll save your life. Otis is still good. Heiner, we could use more draw. 1, 2, 3. What are we doing here? Probably don't need to dispel this turn. Heavenly plus the Holy Slash actually seems pretty good. I like the Purge the Wicked. Let's get rid of the Stealth as well so we don't have to worry about it. We can scry. Okay, we're getting everything I ever wanted. This is a good turn. Slowing them all down. Sure, we'll Holy Nova here. We'll just shield charge, keep you very slow. Don't worry. That was champion, not chumpy, so nothing of real value was lost. How you doing, Chumpsy? You having a good day? A good time? I'm feeling good about this run now. Now that I've seen that hand check is not an absolute monster. Like, if we're just facing normal hand check here, like, what do I have to fear? Like, there's an argument for Necropotence here, but like, what are we looking for? I don't even know. Sure. Just like Ember Storm. I think we have enough Ember Storms that we just make the difference up. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. Clearly, we have nothing to fear now. Get rid of the bleed, make sure we have draw for next turn. Yeah, all I can say is the Archon fight is the next worry, and we do have to keep our guard up. Wow, we actually made Laya go before hand check? Crazy. I didn't think it was possible. Oh, we're going before hand check again? That's super crazy. Alright, Heiner's now got infinite block. Everybody's got like 400 block on the team. Hello, Bin Bin. Have managed to contract every disease known to man. The common cold, Black Death, the Red Death, the Little Death, the limited edition cold, and the holographic cold. That's really impressive. I hear that if you contract every disease, it actually makes you immune. Like, you gain superpowers, essentially, at that point, and no longer have to fear anything. Because all the diseases, they fight each other inside your body, and therefore they cannot harm you. So that's great news. That's great to hear. I guess we could do the Amplify now, although I'd actually just like to get an energy on Cornelius, if I'm being honest. The Amplify wasn't going to do too much. Living Flame's probably not what we're looking for. Indestructible. I believe the correct term was invincible, right? Or was it indestructible or was it invincible? I can't remember. It's been too long since I've seen The Simpsons. Oh, I accidentally slowed down Cornelius too much. I wasn't thinking. Whatever. It's not gonna matter. We're gonna be fine. Because honestly, no, I slowed down Cornelius, and it's the perfect thing to do. Because now we get more fortify on us from Steelforge. It was genius. All right, our damage should be absurd at this point. Let's see. This Winter Orb does 822 damage per hit. Oh, I love it. That was pretty good. This Winter Orb is a little less good, but like it's still good. Yeah, that was still pretty solid. All right. Hand check's done. I thought you just got the Steam achievement for doing that. Nah, you need to make hands harder. You have no idea how worried I was about the hand check fight. I thought you were gonna like mess with the hand check fight in such a huge way that I was just gonna be like instantly toast. Now going burn against Archon is really rough. The only change I made was to have him keep summoning clones. Oh, that is actually pretty scary. But I guess if he doesn't summon the clones, then it's not as scary. Now, having hand check on the hand check fight, that's pretty terrifying. Are you? I like how it was just a joke. Like, we just talked about it. And it was just a prank, and then you're like, yeah, we'll do it. No, this is funny. I'll have him cast an extra card each turn. Oh yeah, that could like really change the dynamic of the fight. You could be super scary at that point. Okay, so good thing about hand check here. We shouldn't have to worry about like getting completely nerfed every turn in terms of our energy and other stuff. The bad thing is like we have to worry about all the damage that hand check can deal. So it's a good news, bad news sort of situation. We're gonna have to play around martyrdom, that's for sure. I don't see any way around that. I could look at the top three. Okay, we're getting Steelforge early. This is like one of the best hands I could ask for, I think. Who do you focus in this sort of fight? You don't know what happens when hands tries to summon? You're telling me this now? Golden Flames. I don't actually think Winter Orb is like going to be too good here starting out. We're more of a wait and see sort of thing. Okay. Yeah, I think our correct thing to do is still focus hand check down. I think that's right. I think we also need to... Yeah, I just want to make sure we had Divine Power. Now that I know we get it, I'm not as worried. I do like Sanctuary. This is fine. We don't have a lot of damage yet, so like chances are this does nothing. Okay, Flash Freeze on this fight does very, very little. We copy our first spell that we play, so we might want to chill on that slightly. Or we might just want to play like a Fiery Shield and keep it in the deck or something. I don't know. I'm not sure about this right now. I think I'm going to keep the Fiery Shield in the deck for now. It shouldn't do anything, and then we'll just like... We'll chill. We'll chill a moment. Okay, we got the Steelforge. We have the Curse Transfers. We have the Martyrdom that we need to play on Cornelius. Improved Heat Lasers. Rush. We need block on Heiner. We need lots of block on Heiner, actually. This is going to be spooky. Our pets are going to die again. I enjoy when the models overlap. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We're fine on the block. Okay, there's all our Steelforge charges procking. Yeah, this is something. Gotta keep the martyrdom going. Keep this going. I think it's fine to play a Holy Slash. It's fine to play Helping Hand. We're gonna have a bit more to go here. This all seems okay. As far as who we're saving, I think we need to save Heiner. This is a lot more Bless, which I appreciate. Funny enough, I think we have to save Bad Clarity again. Yeah, I think we save Bad Clarity. And then we have it be useful later in the fight. So we have a good Winter Orb. It's a lot of damage, but like we don't have enough damage. Got our life tap. We have Hellflame. I have Meteor Shower, which is hilarious. Because it's actually like less good right now. This Bad Clarity in the deck has been Mascot all run. Another pets, they were super killed. Mega Death? Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's actually, I'm like worried about this fight all of a sudden. I might want to save this Winter Orb. Do I play the Meteor Shower? I mean, it sucks to like have a Meteor Shower that you don't play, right? It's not even going to be like that much less damage. Let's do it. Man, Handshake's got a lot of health. Dude, the Archon's going down fast. That's certainly something. Okay, we have the Entrench. I love the Barricade. We have infinite block on Heiner. So really, we want to keep stuff going. But Heiner's going to be the one who keeps the block up for us. We're taunting. That was a lot of damage. We only have one Mass Dispel, but it could come at the right time here. So we can play our Heavenly Justice. I don't have any curses to transfer, of course. I do have a response that I can delay. We have another Clarity, which is hard to play right now. Genuinely. Let's heal up Heiner. Heiner's gonna need it, it looks like. He's gonna need it in a big way. And then what do we have in our draw pile here? We drawing good, we drawing bad? I don't know. If we draw Necropotence though, this could be like the time for it. It's time to shine right here. Okay, please don't kill me. That wasn't the worst. We're not dead. Okay. So like every turn at this point is just like we're not dead, right? We're not dead. Okay. So we have another delay response. Maybe making this stay in the deck would have been a really good idea. I could see a world in which that's true. I actually want to draw to our Mass Dispel. Okay, we are guaranteed to get it. Next turn, I don't know if Unwavering Faith is going to be like the play, but it's not a bad play. I think Heiner's just going to have to eat a martyrdom. We're going to be weakened this turn, so it's a little bit rough. What if the Archons shuffled random and deliberately bad cards like Clarity into each player's deck at the start of the counter? Well, it'd be really funny that they're just doing all that. Okay, we can dispel the weakness. That's actually huge. Might be worth at this point doing the Omnipotence. Okay. Pig needs this. Cool. So we've got some speed. Who would be the best person to speed up? Maybe like a Laya. We're really was hoping for necropotence on the turn where we got like the sads and stuff. That was gonna be big for me. Now it's a lot less big. Okay, we got Amplify. Amplify's big. We need some buffer. I would like better than that, but we needed something. I could slow down hand check, but not by enough to matter, I think. Still probably worth doing, because we have the purge, and that'll purge the bless that they had. Yeah, okay. That was worth it. So now we're a lot less likely to die here, at least not straight away. All the bosses are pushovers, really. Well, I don't know. Double boss is scary. I'm still taking it seriously. I don't know if I need to take it seriously, but I'm taking it seriously because I'm worried. Just spitballing ways to spruce up the encounter a bit for more despair, because it doesn't seem like Handcheck and the Archon are quite there yet. Dude, we have a clone now? Oh god. Wait a second. Okay. Save turn. We have to kill that clone before they go. Oh, I don't get to apply that much shield. Okay, hold up. Mayhaps you spoke too soon. We only have 6 energy. That's like the worst, or 5 energy. That's the worst amount of energy I could have right now. Are we really gonna double infuse courage? I think I am. No, we could just like play amplify though. Like that's a pretty good amplify. Oh, I did just double it though. I just doubled it for no reason. It's all fine. It's all fine. 50 bless, 50 fortify, whatever. Hit the right monsters, I guess? Okay, it did hit the clone. We're lucky. We actually were able to take out the clone. That is huge news. We are going to start dying to bleeding, which is very, very, very bad. We also need to speed up significantly right now. Spell there. Spell here. Spell here, maybe? I don't know, I'm just trying to see if this gets us to where we need to go. Not quite. Alright, Heiner. You still gotta keep tanking for me, buddy. Well, on the bright side, Heiner's not gonna have too much shield. Oh god, Handcheck nerfed us. We lost all our energy and draw. Oh no, and we're losing the draw from the Archon. Uh-oh. Well, on the bright side, we had no block, right? That's the bright side. I still don't think this Omniscience is not doing much, is it? Okay, the Courage has been helpful at least. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Seems useful to me. The clone could be a game changer. Okay, the pair of them is a bit spookier than initially anticipated. Sorry, you thought the second to final boss and the final boss being together wasn't going to be too scary? The Archon's always like a little bit difficult, you know? There's always a bit of something going on there. Okay, we have Dispel. I can Dispel the Bleed, which is great. I accidentally dispelled the Slow, which is not great. Scry. Let's get rid of the Deadly Chime again. Okay, we can have Infinite Block with Heiner. That's good. Infinite Block is good. We have to do this on the pig. Okay, Scorching Ray. We're still trying to make it out. I'm glad I kept the Scorching Ray as is in terms of targeting down an enemy. I don't know who's like scarier right now. I'm just gonna like try to take out hand check so we don't get like nerfed in our energy and draw every turn. That would be good for me. That was our, oh god, that was our, we lost our Necropotence turn. I just realized. Brutal stuff. As far as the bosses don't get any powerful, I never noticed. They definitely should. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Wait, hand check grants powerful, right? We might have just purged it at some point. Yeah. The bosses could probably get powerful. I don't know. I'm like... I'm spooked right now. Like, we're close to dying. We're significantly closer to dying than I would like to be. Is maybe the way I want to put this. Yeah, you can have a bunch of fortify. Got another clone, right? Yeah, he can just keep summoning clones. Like, we have to deal with 1,300 HP every turn on a clone. Okay, Laia nearly died. Please don't kill me. Oh god. You didn't. Oh dear god, they nearly did. We should be saving. We should be saving a lot more often. I can't play Martyrdom. It is legally not allowed. Okay, we can Helping Hand. I think that's going to be really nice on the pig, so we can have that extra draw. I mean... yeah, this is spooky. I'm gonna run into despair once this finishes. Yeah, this is, okay. We have Anthem of Hope. One of our best cards for sure. There's a lot of heals coming off the pig. Got our fanaticism going. Didn't get a Mass Dispel, unfortunately. Would have loved that. I gotta keep playing around with martyrdoms. Like, these fights are gonna go on a while. Handcheck's getting close to dead. Like, we're getting almost there. But we're gonna be weakened this turn, so we're not gonna have nearly as much as HP as I would like. We have another martyrdom here. It's possible I don't need to play it. Okay, Handcheck's going after Laia. I mean, this might be the best our Winter Orb ever gets, actually. There's our free Fiery Shield. We can at least see where this goes. Right, that's not great. That wasn't good. The clones are gonna go. Okay. Oh, he didn't do his heal. The clone did not heal. We are lucky. But they're gonna heal next turn. Okay. Okay. Come on, game. You gotta give me something here. I can dispel the weak. I can give energy, or I could purge bless. I mean, honestly, purging the bless doesn't sound bad. I can't give speed at all, and we can't slow him down one more. Okay, Cornelius, I'm gonna need you to draw some good turns. Okay, at the very least, Flash Freeze we know works on the clone. What do you still have to draw? Stuff that's relevant. What do you still have to draw? Stuff that's less relevant? I mean, the clarity at this point's not bad. Yeah, I'm so out of energy. We'll save this turn too. We'll just save all the turns randomly and see if something works. I'm worried about Handcheck doing a number on us right here. We don't have a lot of block on everyone. This could be the turn Handcheck melts us. And I don't have a good way around it. Okay, we can no longer flash freeze the clone. Wow, you healed a ton thanks to the Sanctify. Okay. They did kill Otis, and they healed up over 1,000 HP. Okay, we got a quick load. See if we can save Otis in any way. The problem with my run was that A1 was too hard and A4 was too easy, but Trash Comp's run is the opposite. Well, you're going OTK, right? OTK is very different style. Okay. Our hand is different. That's the first thing I'm noticing here. Okay, maybe we can save Otis then, regardless of how different our hand is. We could do something like this, something like that. We could still scry here. I guess the flash freeze isn't going to be useful. We know that now, because the clone's going to be stealthed. And then, yeah, Mass Dispel is going to be useful. Okay. We just need the pig to survive. It's so easy. God, he heals so much. No. Oh, we didn't die. Okay, we survived. Holy crap. Save turn. We're alive. Got a lot. Einer's gonna be healed. We can bad clarity. Can we get hand check this turn? I don't know that we can. We can Mass Dispel. We can give ourselves some draw. I mean, Living Flame, these are all like not terrible cards. The question is, can I play them all? And the answer is no, I can't. So maybe we don't Living Flame so we have some control over what we're hitting. Ah, the decay is making it super hard to heal. Yeah. That does make sense. Alright. Cornelius, it really is your time to shine. God dang it, though. They're doing so much damage. Okay, we have life tap. We end up drawing all our sads anyway. Oh, I can't play the combustion. No. I don't have it. Frickin', I have so many fire blasts. I need, oh man, the sads are getting in the way. Everything's falling apart. It's all falling apart. We're gonna lose. Holy crap. I got purged on Cornelius. That's also really bad. There goes like half my damage. Holy crap. The damage is so high. Yeah. Holy shit. Whew. Yeah, I mean, the thing about OTK too, right? Like, I'm just gonna retry from scratch here. The thing about OTK is that it inherently snowballs. Because, like, excellence not being a thing anymore means it snowballs less. But you're still doing well enough every fight that you're taking, like, every corruptor and stuff, right? Like, you don't have to worry about most corruptors other than, like, Upwind or, like, some of the ones that go speedy. And even then, you can generally tank one or two of those and be completely fine. Maybe we focus down the Archon. But hand check's, like, also scary. They're both scary. So, like, I think it is hard to balance in the sense that, like, there's not a lot of ways to go for both play styles. What were we gonna do? We scried last time, but we're giving draw. Yeah, this ended up being fine, right? Oh, we can give more draw. Yeah. Give our draw here. We didn't want to play the Winter Orb. The Scroll of Intellect's fine. I think we can do this a little bit better. Snowball starts harder and faster. Yeah, exactly. I believe I said to Binman, there's nothing you do can put in Act 4 that I will struggle to kill. I don't know about that. I could imagine some enemies in Act 4 that'd be a struggle to kill, even in OTK style. Like, here's a modifier for you. Just give all the Act 4 enemies, like, 4 times health, right? Like, you probably won't beat them that fast. Like, if we give all the Act 4 enemies that we were just facing here 4 times health, like, I don't think you could get through it. Maybe. I mean, maybe with, like, Navalia, like, 100 Fury, like, Hatred maxing, it's possible. But, like, we're already pretty close to, like, one of the more unreasonable, like, asks for people here. You heard the man, Bin. Well, the thing is, like, doing that for OTK in particular is is its own thing. I already, like, I don't know. I did the run where I maxed out enemies' health bars, and I couldn't find a way to make OTK work because in the beginning you couldn't OTK and you just died to enemies. But maybe, I don't know, you managed to do this on OTK, so, like, I'm just not as proficient in OTK, most likely. So, like, I might just not know what I'm doing, you know? That's probably fine. Oh, I need to play the martyrdom on... whatever. Whatever. We'll still play this on ourselves. We'll go malicious. We'll copy the malicious side for no good reason. I can reload the turn. Sorry, I was gone for a bit. What was I hearing? It's certainly a lot more complex than people make it out to be. Yeah, we were talking about, like, how you can, in OTK, you're often able to kill really fast. In Act 4. But, like, the thing is, like, you want to be rewarded as a player in Act 4 for building a good deck. So, like, you do have some competing goals of, like, we want to make the game harder in the sense that it's, like, more balanced, but we also want, like, Act 4 to be, like, something we're able to get through with our skill, you know? Okay, PT laser. We can still do this. Speed up. Martyrdom here. I think not playing that one martyrdom might actually cost me very big. Event comments have been fixed. They're not the same as regular comments, but that means gain starting fast. Reward for struggling through Act 1 is an easy Act 4, starting fast. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, boy. Yeah, it's like you could also just speed up Act 4 enemies a ton, right? Like, that'd probably do it. Heiner just has to tank so much here. And our deck gets messed with so hard. Maybe I save a detoxified, weirdly enough. I could see the argument for saving the detox. I do need this though. All right, Cornelius, give it to me. I liked holding on to bad clarity last time. I think that was a good call. Yeah, we hold on. We try to live. I think it's plus 10 speed in Act 4. Oh god, yeah. I mean, that wouldn't affect this team at all, funny enough, since we're just going after them. Well, no, it'd still affect them. Hey, Bin, I actually got a question. Is there a way... like, I don't know if this is possible, but, like, instead of giving them raw speed, because, like, that does have an impact on more teams than just OTK. Like, chill teams and other teams that like to take control after rounds 1 or 2. Is there a way to make it so that we have... What am I trying to say? God, I'm playing while doing this. I'm losing it. Basically, the enemies all start fast, but then they all, like, they lose all their fast after round 1. So, like, they're guaranteed to go first, but then they don't necessarily continue to go first for, like... They don't necessarily to continue to go before you in, like, every subsequent round. Like, is that a possibility? Okay, we're already, like, maxed out on those. I mean... Yeah, we could do this. That is a possibility. Yeah, I think that'd be good. That was a good winter orb. That was good damage on that winter orb. Probably as good as it gets. Man, this handshake gets so close to dying, doesn't he? But then he just, like, continues to live. Dear God, the damage. Oh God, handshake does so much damage. One of our problems is we're taking out both the bosses at, like, the same time, which is, like, not how we want to do it. It's not how I would have laid it out. We got you. You still need all the draw. You have draw still, so you're fine. We have amplify. I like amplify. I like this. And purge the bless off now. Amplify is pretty darn good there. Yeah, I mean, what am I actually doing here? Just surviving? No way we take out the Archon. I missed a lot. Is this Archon or handcheck? Yeah, it's Archon. Yeah. Oh, God. No, okay, so we got double bubble. This is the weakness turn, but we get rid of our weakness. I now have no weakness. It's a good time for fortune telling. He just put sads into our deck. We're not drawing our sads. You know what? There's actually a good time to, like, draw our sads, right, with Necropotence. Like, what if we just try to force drawing the sads so we have a decent turn coming up? Does that sound right? That might be right. I mean, yeah, I have to think, like, spelling here is probably still good. We can get rid of these cards. Get a Last Guardian. Pig obviously needs this. Got a Dark Chime, unfortunately. Laya could use some draw. And I need to continue blocking with Heiner. Okay, we drew our sads. It's like, this is what I asked for. Living Flame on this turn is way better. Please hit hand check. You didn't hit hand check first. Of course not. Ember Storm. I mean, stop hitting the Archon on this turn. Dude. I need to get slightly luckier than this. Oh, but handcheck's probably just gonna, like, ruin my draw next turn, right? Because, like, we're on round 4 handcheck and he starts to be a big butt. Yep, he does Dark Constraint. My God. And he summons clones. Oh, no, he does the Dark Constraint on this turn exactly. So what do I need? I needed to save shoot, I should have saved the pig's turn. We could have saved the Scroll of Speed on Cornelius, sped him up so that he could have gone faster in the hand check, maybe taken him out this turn. And then maybe we wouldn't have such bad draw and everything else. My god, it's horrible. Yeah, we're in deep trouble now. Let's try to live. I don't know if this is getting as far. God, this fight's hard. We have good fanaticism. Don't know if that's what I necessarily wanted to do, but I don't hate it. We're blessed. And as such, I can do more. We got a martyrdom here. So we're still damaging at least. I don't know, this Winter Orb really, like, it really matters what the hits. That wasn't quite right. I need to take Handshake down, but then I also need to take this clone down. No, the clone. The clone keeps living. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. We needed to play that slightly differently. And this hand check's too fast now. Now hand check's way too fast. Like, we're still alive on this turn. And next turn is a good turn to damage the Archon. So that's cool. But we need something a little bit more. Yeah, this is gonna be... yeah, he summons a clone once again. What a jerk. The clone summon's rough. I'll be honest, that's making a big difference. Our block is looking a little better. The Dark Chimes are bad. Yeah, our one ruin turn on hand check meant so much. So if we unruin that turn, we'll be in such good shape. Again, I don't know if I want to play like the detox here. Expected Prophecy should be good. Do we need to... Yeah, we could Sunder Armor. I should put detox on top. What am I doing? I'm being dumb. Okay, I actually have to play the detox now too. Okay, this is fine. Then we have to play Martyrdom, in which I slow down the pig. Unfortunately, I did that all wrong. The pig, what are you drawing? The pig doesn't matter that much this turn. Pig wasn't going to draw a lot to help us anyway. Steel Skin, on the other hand, that's going to do quite a number on your hand check. And then need to keep our Fortify up here. Come on. Okay. So we have Scorching Ray. I think we just take out hand check. Like, I think hand check has to go. And then the clone is a close second. And I don't know how we're gonna get it done, but like, we're gonna have to survive somehow. Martyrdom. We gotta do that on you. That's something. Might as well give Courage over here. I don't know, I'll save this turn. Hands cost 1 extra card, all enemies gain 3 powerful turn per round, sorry. God. That's some big changes. You can see I am struggling with this fight. Like, Archon is not a joke. For what it's worth. Okay, you're annoying now. We almost take you down, but like we don't, so we gotta freeze you. I don't have cards I can draw reliably. These are so bad. You need to not draw terrible cards, like a meteor shower. That's one of them. It's one of them terrible cards you probably shouldn't draw. Yeah, you think I got this in the back? I might. We'll see. We'll see where I go. There's a chance I win this. I won't deny it, the chances are there. Prayer protection. We lost all our bless here. I need dispel, but I don't have a guaranteed dispel option. Yeah, we didn't save enough energy, it seems. And that's going to be hitting me pretty hard right now. I have to give you martyrdom, unfortunately. Now, obviously, like, I could have played this a little bit better for sure. We talked about an earlier play that could have been way better. Let's give you the martyrdom next. And then I like the block. Save. I don't know if anybody in particular needs reinforce, but just in case, I'll give it to you. I don't know, you're gonna have 400 block anyways. I don't know why I did that. Oh, you don't have Fortify, Laya, because you got purged. That's bad. Handcheck clone being stunned was good. Dispel the weakness. We have the martyrdom. We gotta keep the martyrdom. I don't think I have to keep the Ember Storm. Gotta give the energy. Gotta get rid of the healing. Gotta make sure the Archon can't just heal up willy-nilly. One Doom. Living Flame. That did it perfectly. Okay, save turn. Now we can finally start to take down the Archon. After all this time, it's time to focus on taking down the Archon, who's at 3/4 health, but like this is a very late time to do that. If we're being realistic with everybody here. So this martyrdom can go on to... This martyrdom can go into Heiner. Then we can Mass Dispel. I can save those sads in my deck. You'll see, I don't care. Dispel the bleed. It is time. Now if we can get a slow here... If I could get a slow, that would have been nice. Draw there, draw there. Otis is about to lose all his block. Maybe we don't let Otis lose all his block. Laya is pretty hard to kill regardless because of the evade. Deadly Chime. Hit Cornelius. Yeah, Laya is pretty hard to take down. We're pretty tanky on Heiner, 95% resist, so doesn't matter that we have so much block. Let's save the turn. I think this is a pretty good one. Okay. Ooh, boy. I'm thinking. Thinking hard with this one. Scry. Get rid of this garbage. This is a good turn to hit him, so we have to hit him hard on this sort of turn. Vulnerability is going to be helpful. The slow is extra helpful. He's at 14 speed. We would need Heiner to draw speed up again, which isn't going to happen. So we're just going to have to eat it on this turn. Maybe we can draw speed ups later. Then we can martyrdom onto Heiner. He's just going to have a really sad turn. We can get rid of his Bless, which is huge. Safe again. This is where, yeah, I mean, this is where Omniscience really comes in clutch, right? Get rid of the Sads, get rid of the Fanaticism, because it's basically just Omniscience. Whenever you apply block, I mean, we're not applying it that much this turn, but like we can have a little bit. We can have even more fortune telling. I don't hate these options just because we're so not energy rich. We're energy poor, as it were. Martyrdom. We can do it on you safely. Infinite block. Keep up our reinforce. Get a reinforce there. The block's not lasting on Maya. I don't know why I'm playing it like it is. Okay, we have a life tap. This is not a bad turn. I think we have this, maybe. We got potential here. So this is like this is Scorching Ray. Then we have Combustion. So slightly more. We have this. It's a good turn. If we could have had 2 of those, like if we could go again right now, we would win. Probably. So like let's see if we can get there. No, we can't, because we can't speed up unless I could delay response to the Archon. Oh, imagine delaying response to the Archon. No, so we're not gonna have the damage this next turn. This next go around is gonna be a little bit brutal. Not much I could do there. I was kind of just ruined from the start. We could give better draw though. Like we could have, well, we could have something like this. Transfer, here you have my dark. Get rid of your bad card. Don't need Deadly Chime. Meteor Shower, that's it. That's all I needed in life. Okay. Daily response can target anyone. I think it was a balance patch change. That's funny. Yeah, chunks of extra HP would go a long way to making the fight harder too. Which again, I don't know if that's strictly necessary. Yeah, I mean, we could play it safe. I think we're fine. In 2 more turns, we should win. And I don't think we're gonna die necessarily, though it's getting tight. It's a lot of insanity he's applying. Maybe we just take this time to get rid of our sads. Yeah, that was a lot of insanity to apply. Okay, but he didn't reduce the charges this time, which is really big for us. That is huge. And we can slow him down, which doesn't help us much, but we'll have a decent turn if we can survive this. Which I think, like I said, we should. He's gonna heal up a bit. This next turn is okay. So yeah, we save, we have the Dispel, we can get rid of the weakness. That's the most important thing to get rid of. Second most important thing is to play the Sunder Armor, by far. So yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point we've won. Now that I'm looking at it. It's like, I mean, there's an argument not to do this, but then we can get rid of it. We have the extra energy for that, and we can do extra draw. Okay, we have so many martyrdoms in Laya's deck, it's kind of funny. I think he had in the bag once he killed hands. Yeah, it's still kind of tight. Like we don't have that many more turns on us, you know? Like we're definitely in the end phase of being able to play. Like we're not gonna beat the Archon on this turn. It's next turn that I'm hoping we can win. At least I don't think we're beating the Archon on this turn. Could be proven wrong. It's close. it's close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind, we beat the Archon. Holy crap. Yeah. Nier isn't that scary. He's not that scary. The thing about Nier is that they constantly ruin your deck over time, and on their third phase, they can randomly explode you because of all the Vanish cards you've built up in your pile. That's what makes Nier scary. On top, like they extend out the fight quite a bit. But yeah, that's that. Hey, 0 hero deaths. Look at us. We're doing it. Thank you. Thanks for making the mod bin. That was a lot of fun. That was a really good one. Ooh boy, let's take a look. Let's look at all the damage that we dealt. Probably more damage than average if I had to guess. 125,000. Not a terrible score for everything that we had to do. Yeah, 100,000 damage. I don't think I've ever had a character do 100,000 damage outside of like Sandbox, like when I gave all the enemies a billion HP. Navalia did do some wonders there. But yeah, that was challenging. Like that was hard. I can think of a few other teams off the top of my head that could probably do this. But I do think that for most teams, it's not possible. At least it's not reliably possible. Like, I don't actually think OTK is that good against... I don't think OTK is good, I should say. Because I think you have to get a really high roll, and you probably have to... Like, I bet you can't win, like, one out of every, like, 10 runs you go into. You know what I mean? Like, you have to just high roll, and, like, you could probably restart really early, because, like, you learn fast if OTK is not going to work, but, like... Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, this is pretty fun. Whew. Trying to make the early game a little bit easier. The early game wasn't the worst, if I remember correctly. Like we didn't. I mean, it was hard, but it wasn't like that bad. I think there's a lot more teams that can handle the early game than that can handle the late game. The late game is a bit tough. I mean, it's everything, like, it's hard because, like, it's all, like, combinatoric. Like, it's a lot of modifiers, right? And so, like, the harder your early game is, the harder the late game is. And so, given that relationship, it tends to be pretty tough. But at the same time, you have teams that can, like, spec really early on, like, for winning, like I have teams that I like could guarantee get out of Act 1. However, we're gonna struggle in Act 4 because we don't scale as well as we should compared to the enemies. So let me figure out with the big deck stuff. It feels less fun. The big deck is hard to deal with, but I don't mind it. It is difficult to control your decks. Oh man, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I don't know. Let's see. I still have time. Vitalizing Serenade spam comp. I was thinking about doing a block composition, but I'm not sure. Like this, I'm not sure what team I wanted to try. Like I was trying to do block damage cards and thorns, because you just have to have thorns to get out of the early game. So we're talking about like Winter Orb. We're talking about Shield Slam. We're talking about all those types of cards that scale off of block, because those are, I think it'd be a fun team. Arg, the pig again. Well, that's the thing. The pig isn't necessary here, but I think they are good for healing. Do you think a 1 damage card per deck would be possible? Depends on the damage card and depends on how early I could have it. I mean, if you're talking about like a 1 damage card per deck, like, are you talking about deal direct damage? Because like I think I proved that you can win without dealing any direct damage. So, so there is that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like I was feeling ready to go on this last week, but I was really sick. Like on like wanting to do the block team. GA was also recommending the block team, so it was meant to be. But at the same time, like I don't know if that's what I want to do right now. The pacifist run was crazy, yeah. Including bleed, poison, burn, etc. But yeah. Yeah. I need to take off despair. We're gonna die if we just have despair on. I was thinking about just a casual run, but like, okay, hear me out. I imagine most of you won't want to stay, but I've actually been. I think what I really want to do right now is I'm gonna play some knock on the coffin lid, and I'm gonna apologize. Feel free to abandon me. Heiner did carry last run. He does deserve a rest. But I've been having a lot of fun with knock on the coffin lid, and I want to see if I can win on a live stream with Bjorn. I have yet to win with Bjorn, and this is pretty rough. Knock on the what when where? Yeah, right. Game that is very similar to Across the Obelisk. It's honestly like it's like a hybrid between like Across the Obelisk, Slay the Spire. It came out like a while ago. Don't worry, I'm also still learning a lot about the game, so I'm still reading quite a bit as we go. Might take a little bit to load in here. Hold up. Is the game even registering? Come on, game. You got this. Yeah, it's taking a sec to appear. No, we'll wait for the program to respawn. Don't worry. For some reason, the game takes a while to load, but it'll be showing up. But yeah, it's a very similar game to Across the Obelisk. In the sense that like the nodes that you find, like there's random nodes where like anything can happen, but a lot of the combats and stuff retain, but they retain on like a per character basis. So like depending on what character you take where, things are going to be different. They do change up the bosses of each act, and you always have like a choice of boss in a sense. There's definitely no Otis. You're leaving soon for a tournament anyways. Sounds good. Hope you win your tournament. Good luck. Oh, it's coming. It's appearing. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna continue. I've been trying and failing to win as this character named Bjorn. So one of the difficulties I have is, so we're going on hardcore. This isn't the hardest mode. Terrible is the hardest mode, but I haven't been able to beat hardcore with this guy yet. First character I have down, like they're pretty standard. Like they're very normal, like ironclad, like what you'd expect to see. This character is very weird. They use health instead of energy when they're in their elf form, and then they use energy when they're in their wolf form. So yeah, we gain 5 bomb upon transforming, draw a composure card. So like, I don't know if that's what I want. Lycan transforms, get Eternal Scourge. So yeah, we restore 8 HP, deal 7 damage if drawn, inflict exposed. Deal 10 damage. If target is exposed, inflict 10 bleeding. Okay, yeah. So we have items. Items both give you like an attribute. So if the target is bleeding, increase the damage dealt by 1 per bleeding. And we have Bloodletting. Deal 8 damage. If damage is dealt 2 HP, inflict 4 bleeding. So yeah, I like this. We'll see if we can get a win. Continue. You won last month? Nice! That's amazing. My sickness-induced indestructibility has me craving sleep, but I'll stick around till they fall over. Are those 4 different loadouts for the same hero or something? Yeah, so each hero can have like different specifications, different cards that they go to. In a similar way to Slay the Spire, you start out, like if you get far enough, I think you have to like beat the first boss or something, you can start out with a boon. I'll show you that in a moment. Replace all cards with random cards? That seems insanely good. Alright, well that won't be a good showcase of the character, but this might give me my best shot at winning, so I'm sorry. I gotta do it. Alright, there's a lot to take in with this. So you start with 5 energy as the werewolf, but like I said, everything costs health except instead of energy, except it costs double the health of the energy cost. So if we want to play something like Ferocious Vengeance, we'll pay 8 health on a fight. It's a Ferocious card, and it returns all Ferocious cards to the discard pile. Ferocious cards, when played, double the all attributes of Ferocious cards, including cost, until the end of turn, which I've had trouble with in the past. So we'll see how this works. Deal 4 damage, shapeshift. This guy's all about like transforming and getting back to normal. So our item that we start with is Axe. At the end of turn, gain 2 strength and 2 spirit. If you're in lichen form, this is a good way to gain scaling. Strength is, I mean, it's bless, basically. It's just your damage. Yeah, I'll get into a fight and show. I'm gonna go to like the right. Refrain from being a nasty person about Yu-Gi-Oh! Good luck. The game has its issues. Oh, the game definitely has its issues. As a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player myself, I can't like recommend it to anyone. We're gonna go to the right at this point, because I think this character is gonna go in that way. We'll get into the combat, kind of show how it is. You definitely only control a single character, but like I said, these nodes stay the same. The combats are kind of all random, but still like scaled to you. So the next Curse of the Lichen, gain Balm instead of Bright. So we don't have any Curse of the Lichens in our deck right now. Man, this character's complicated. Okay, Burn, Shapeshift, gain 2. So Burning is Vanish. It'll just remove itself from our deck as soon as we play it. However, if we transform to the Werewolf, we'll start getting Strength every turn. And the Werewolf has more strength in general. Lichen form has 5 strength. Cards now cost notches that are replaced at the end of turn. At 0 notches, the Lichen form is lost. So yeah, we have 5 energy, but if we use all 5 energy, we will transform back to a human, which I don't generally want to do. That said, there's Unexpected Turn, which is also just a shapeshift, so that's like kind of interesting. Deal 10 damage, gain a copy in the discard pile. Nice to just have any damage right now. Gain some ward, and then I guess I'll play this just in case. And then we have regen, or balm. Balm is just regen, restore 1 per balm. So we're doing pretty good. Deal 10 damage 5 times to random enemies, burn 2 random cards in hand. So yeah, dedication, I mean, that's like our big card that we can get now. That's good. Negate Lichen Form's debuffs. At the start of turn, lose 1 HP and draw 1. So yeah, one of the big problems with this character that I have is they draw 4. So the fact that you use health as your resource often isn't that impactful because you can play all the cards in hand regardless. I'm gonna like do this, and then we're gonna use up all our energy, and we're just gonna win. But you can see we're down some health in the next fight, which is bad. Definitely not something I want to do. Drain strength seems good. We can steal strength from an enemy. You can go into the negatives of strength, so you can reduce enemy damage, and then we gain 2 regen for the rest of the fight. Then this card burns. Alternatively, we have more shapeshift. Normally, I'd like the shapeshift cards, but we have so many in our deck right away that I don't think we need them. Could take another animal speed, just so that like when we transform into the beast, we have another attack, but it costs 2. It's not very good in terms of its damage ratio, so that's not exactly what I would like to do. I've never been to this event. Yeah, I've never been to this event either. I know there's a ferocious bear here. So I'm gonna see if I can try out going to new events, because I am still learning. But we'll go. Let's go to the Powerful Thirst. So if you drink as a wolf, it restores your HP, which is fine. If you drink as an elf, it gives you infection, a curse, which is bad. And then bandits laugh at you. You can get an item by enduring the mockery, or you can just fight. So I think by getting another battle here, we're going to be in better shape. Are events static? Yes, a lot of the events are static, but they're on a per character basis. So, I mean, this burns. If you play it, if you leave it in your hand, you take 7 though, so I might as well take 6 instead of taking 7. And we did heal for drinking anyways, even though we got sick there. Bloodletting, that's the card that our axe is giving us. pretty solid. And then we want to take out the robber because they will leave us behind and make us sad. And we're going to take a lot of damage on this turn. It's one of the problems with this character. The more we deal damage, that's how we build up notches. And then whenever we take damage, we also build a notch. So we're going to transform into a werewolf after these guys hit us 3 times. Bleed should take you down. Bleed falls off one at the end of turn, but now we have a lot of HP that we need to start getting back. And I don't know how I'm going to do that exactly. Balm's going to help, but it shapeshifts us. When dealing HP damage, inflict 3 bleeding. This is good. And then I'll transform back to the werewolf, and you can see we gain energy back. So like, there's some fun plays where you can transform back and forth, just like refresh your notches and like get energy back and just keep playing cards. But like I said, this guy has a hard time just having those cards in the first place. Yeah, this game's really cool. This card's so good. I'm happy we have a blood debt. I wish I could draw it instantly, because at the start of turn, just losing 1 HP for 1 extra draw is super worth. Gaining regen is going to be super good. I want to keep this guy alive so that we can start to heal. There's no downside to like not healing. Oh, this would just win the fight, doesn't it? We'll see. No, it doesn't win the fight. Okay, we're good. We're safe. So we took some damage, which is bad, but you only have 6 attack. We at least have 9 regen. You're going to be hitting me once again, inflicting expose, which is going to make me take... You take 50% extra damage. And then we don't have any heals. That's right. Normally you start with some heals in your starting deck, but we don't have any of those because we forwent our starting deck. That's why I'm having trouble healing. Okay. Which means we have to be extra careful with our health. I say as I'm about to play like all the cards to just instantly win. Oh yeah, beast cards can also only be played in beast form, so although you draw them when you transform to the beast, they're dead if you're the elf. So I don't know how to play this guy well. Yeah, we're just not gaining enough health. Spirit increases the amount that we heal, which is nice. It's only from skills and cards. So it's not like that good. You're dead anyways. I'd rather just end the turn rather than playing our life out. So yeah, that hurt. Scarring. Okay, so we need to focus on healing. As much as I would like to do 1 and 2 damage to random targets. We scarring when in lichen form, taking health damage from an enemy restores 1 HP per scarring and resets scarring. So we got to take that. Is there any downside to selling? No, not really. It's just kind of hard to do. It's difficult to try that. It reminds me of one of my favorite characters in Smite. I love the stance switching characters. Yeah, they're cool. I mean, like werewolves are one of my favorite archetypes too. I just like I have not gotten this guy down. But no, you can stall as much as you want. Other than enemies, they can shift up their motives in terms of what they're doing. So this guy's going to gain Fury. Dwarves are hard to face because they gain 1 Fury whenever you play 2 cards of the same type in a row once per turn. What Fury does is it doubles their damage, and then this gains 1 Fury for every Fury gained, and they're starting with 2 Strength. So we don't want to let them double their Strength. Unfortunately, we have 2 skills in hand, but let's see. I think I can do this because we only have skills in hand, but if I shapeshift, we should draw animal speed, which is an attack. And then I can play the attack, and then as long as I don't play another attack, we're okay, and then I'll play the scarring so that we end up healing. And I can't play another skill, otherwise they'll deal double damage. One of the downsides of playing as a werewolf, by the way, or remaining as a werewolf, I guess like in terms of stalling and what makes it hard. At the end of the turn, add a Scourge of the Lichen to the discard pile. So Scourge of the Lichen is an ethereal status card, unplayable. If drawn while in the Lichen form, you add a Curse of the Lichen to the discard pile until the end of game. So the longer you stay in Lichen form, the more curses you'll end up permanently adding to your deck. Although there is a way to benefit from curses. We're not going that direction right now. So it's possible you could build up a curse deck, but it's generally just a downside. So if drawn while in Lycan form, you inflict 1 Blight. Blight does damage to you at the end of turn, and increases by 1 per turn. So you'll take a lot of damage there. Okay, so we don't want to play 2 attacks in a row because they'll still gain Fury and we'll take a lot of damage. So this should be a perfect kill.
A bloodbath.
This should gain Balm. Now we can play another attack, and then I don't want to attack again because I don't want to double their damage right now.
He drowned in his own blood.
You lose pride, I mean honor for stalling, or something like that. It's nothing compared to Monty, who's putting curses into your deck. Yeah, they need a keyword for remains for the rest of the game, right? Okay, now I'm pretty sure we've got this in the bag, so we can just start to win. As you can see, this guy's still attacking. We're only regenerating 7, so like it's just going to be better for us if I end them outright.
Interesting reaction to your blows.
Which is why I'm having a hard time stalling. Like you could build a stall deck, and there is Thorns or Barbed in this game, and I think his other self has that. I think there's like 4 like modes per character, and they're all quite different, which is cool. But yeah, I don't think we're set up for a Thorns build. We're having trouble keeping our life, well, here. I'm going to skip these. I don't mind extra shapeshift sometimes. No, you know what? It's pretty cool. Let's take the extra shapeshift. Like, we can do more stance changing, get more energy, more health. I think all of that will be good. I don't need the idol. We don't need to fight. I just want to find out what these other events are. A lot of this right now is still learning. 2 elves captured a dwarf somewhere, dragging him back to the camp. For some reason, one of them thought I'd be eager to help take the guy to the outpost. So yeah, we're also an elf that were kicked out of elven like highlands because we're a Lycan, so we hate elves. I think we'll attack the elves because yeah, that makes us go on the good side. There's a lot I'm learning. There's also like a final boss of the game that like you can't beat until you have learned how to like gain some sort of like immortality. Which I have not done yet, so I've never actually beaten like the DLC boss that they've added. I only picked this game up like a few weeks ago, and I've put all the games up on the channel. Okay, animal speed. Deal 5 damage to copy discard pile, deal 4 damage shapeshift. Right. Yeah, the thing is we don't have any ferocious cards, so these are kind of useless. Animal speed doesn't help me out too much. This guy's taunting, which is annoying, so I can only target him. I mean, it's not like the worst thing in the world right now, just to shapeshift straight away. And then we're not going to use all our notches, so this is fine. Having to target him is just annoying, but I like building up the strength early. I like building up the spirit early. We have so much more damage. I'm really liking dedication. Pretty helpful card. You're still taunting and you evaded, which is really annoying. I'll gain ward to hopefully not get as wrecked, but I don't know about that. At least we're not taking too much damage. The scarring is good. You're no longer taunting, which is fine. So if I do it this way, we'll like... Shapeshift. Shapeshift. Hit. There we go. We're starting to piece it together. We had scarring, so we didn't take any extra damage. Definitely a good idea to stall, I think, for the moment. Yeah, in fact, such a good idea. I think I'll just like stall, but with a hit. You're gonna add bad cards to the deck, but that's okay. We have a miss. I don't want to have. We can shapeshift immediately. Look at the animal speed. I'm going. I think we stall once more. Although if I draw a Scourge of the Lycan, we're gonna be in trouble, right? because we're going to start to add curses to our deck permanently. Yeah, maybe we just hit. New game, he's already thinking about thorns. It's really giving me Darkest Dungeon vibes. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, we could eat him, restore some HP. We could release him, or we could train. I wonder what releasing him does. Sometimes you can have temporary companions join you. You don't get to control them or what they do. They just have their own actions. But they can be very useful. I like upgrading a card here. I guess eating him would have been good because training is apparently bad. Oh no, we killed the dwarf, so that's how we trained. That's a bit rough. Didn't realize that's what they meant by train. Guess we have different definitions. Okay, so yeah, we could lose 2 HP and draw 2 extra cards for Blood Debt. That's probably pretty good. We could make our cards that we're playing more often come up a little bit faster. You can see a lot of the effects of cards get doubled. This one only gets +2 damage. I don't think that's that worth it. Strength is just a better way to go. Unexpected turn. Like if it ended up costing 1, it would be so much better. We're going to be playing our shapeshift cards pretty often. Ooh, 0 cost on adaptation. We're liking dedication right now. Burn a random card in hand isn't that bad. Deal 3 damage 5 times. I think of all the cards I want to grab, it's I don't know, maybe we should just drain strength. Honestly, let's just like steal 4 strength from enemies and gain 4 regen. That way we have more sustain. Okay, oh, here's another ferocious card. So yeah, when you play a ferocious card, double all the attributes. This can be really scary because like you double the energy they cost too, right? So you're gonna like, this is gonna cost 4 energy if we play any other ferocious card. And it's still only gonna deal like 8 damage, which isn't that incredible. I like Drain the Juices. Deal 6 damage, restore 10 health. Basically like a lifesteal card, but not quite, you know. Drain the Juices is really good. We're looking for sustain. Why does it go from draw 1 to draw 2 extra cards? Balm also seems fairly good. Sorry, draw 1 to draw 2 extra cards. Oh, and you lose 2 HP for the upgrade? I don't know. Yeah. It seems good to me. Draw 2. Oh, I see. Instead of draw 2 cards. Yeah, probably just a naming problem. You were pointing out there, grammar. I just got it. Dwarves again. So again, don't play 2 of the same type of card in a row. You'll be sad. There's a lot of shape-shifting going on. Okay. So we can steal from the drunken guy. Play an attack. Play a skill, play an attack. And then we're okay. So we restored some HP, we have Balm, we're healing. Alright, we're getting there. We're starting to figure things out. Next we have Curse of the Lycan, we'll gain Balm instead. Ethereal, unplayable. He added a Hesitate to my deck. What a jerk. He's going to gain Taunt, so yeah, we definitely want to end this guy's career before they get to go. Which is not yet, but we might as well play 2 attacks, because him getting double damage this turn doesn't matter. He's not attacking me, so I don't really care. And looks like I can play this, because like we're going to regen next turn anyway, so I might as well use my health as a resource. Alright, you're not doing too much to me. Yeah, I'll take 6 damage. Neutralizer. I mean, there's not like a huge incentive to play this card, but like we can play it. I might want to stall for some healing. If I could transform, that'd be cool, but we're gonna have a hard time transforming. So we'll just deal some damage, chill, then stall a little bit. Hey, hope you have a great day, Kevon. Good luck at the tourney. Alright, so we can just stall once again. We're gonna win with bleed. Yeah, Balm is pretty good. Regen's nice. There's also block. Deal 4 damage to all enemies when dealing HP damage. Inflict 2 bleeding. Not bad. I did want to go like a bleed build if I could at some point. Though right now we're like a lot more of a shapeshift build. Still, I like the bleed. I should preface this with I'm not very good at the game yet. So I might be making plenty of mistakes. Okay. So we have a robber's knife. So there's also items that have set bonuses. So robber's knife, its own effect is gain 10 gold upon dealing health damage with an attack once per turn. So a good way to build up a little bit of gold early. And then the more we have of the robber stuff, so it has the set bonus here. You can see the little mark. The more benefits we get. So when we have 2, we'll gain gold whenever we gain gold during battle, we'll draw a card for every. So like combos well with Robber's Knife, we draw a card every time we hit an enemy. If we have 3 of these, for every 3 cards played, we gain a strength. 4, when visiting a vendor, gain 500 gold and 3 random potions. That's a lot for the record. And at 5, at the start of the turn, reset the cost of cards in hand to 0 until they are played. So yeah, full robber build seems really fun. It's kind of hard to manage because like these are kind of random. Bjorn can handle 2 weapons. The other guy can actually only handle a weapon and a shield, and then sometimes like 2-handed shields or weapons. But Bjorn, we're just gonna have a pure benefit. It also adds backstab to the deck, so deal 10 damage, change the cost of attacks in hand to 0 until they are played. So backstab's super good for the combos. And then pickpocket, deal 9 damage, gain 9 gold. I like it. I like that a lot. It's a good treasure chest. Face dwarves again, dragging a huge chest, and they saw me. Didn't want to throw their download. Their rush to battle. 2 of them stayed to watch the trunk. 1 came towards me. I mean, we robbed them because apparently that's like the good thing to do. Dwarves are bad in this universe. Alrighty. So, like on the coffin lid, we got drain strength on whoever we want to like keep alive, most likely. So remember, skill, then attack, then we can skill, then we can attack, and then we can skill. Perfect turn. I mean, we're gonna take some damage, but like, we did pretty good. Only taunted enemies may be targeted. Oh wait, are you taunting? He's taunting? Oh, dang it. Okay. Interesting. We could do a scarring, backstab. Oh, I can't. Oh, shoot. I thought I was going to be able to transform. I could have replayed that turn in a better way, but I didn't do that, so now we're in more trouble. I messed up. But it's fine. As long as we don't give them Fury, they're unlikely to get us killed. Oh, sorry, we added 2 pickpockets to the deck. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, Deep Laceration seems good to me. 22 gold, 9 damage. I don't mind getting a bunch of healing here. Alright. Life's pretty good. We're at 80 health. And might as well play the cheaper health cost. Yeah, I can go to the next fight with 78 HP. Cool, we got a chest. 48 more gold. There are shops we can eventually spend this gold at. I'm thinking I want another unexpected turn. There's also Last Resort. Burn a card of your choice from the draw pile. Increase the cost of this card by 2. So this could like get rid of the curses that you add to your deck, though we're not doing that too much right now. I'm going to take another unexpected turn. Horned helmet. We don't have a helmet yet, so we gain 2 armor. Armor's good. We also gain stun. I mean, yeah, might as well equip it now. So a card that stuns all enemies is pretty darn good. Stun is exactly what you think it is. Guard outpost. This is elite battle. Yeah, elite battle. We can take him. We can do it. draining some strength. You're like a taunter, aren't you? You're like a supporter. And when you are severely wounded, you gain strength. You're scary. I would like to... Would I like to shapeshift? I would like to shapeshift. They're not attacking this round, right? Yeah, they're all skipping a turn, so we might as well give them Fury this round, because it'll only last... Yeah, it only lasts once. So it doesn't matter if we play all our attacks. In which case... I can burn those cards. Their Fury should fall off now. Yeah, okay, we're all good. We can attack and shapeshift. So I could instead play this, shapeshift, negate the debuffs that come in. So yeah, thanks to the Horned Helmet, we have 2 armor, which is like block at the start of every turn, or at the end of every turn, rather. But it does fall off like the more you get hit, so it's like plated armor in Slay the Spire. You have a lot. Okay, this is a turn where we're a little bit afraid to give him Fury. But we can maybe do it. Because I think we can take this guy down. And then I think we can take you out. And then we could gain Balm and Shapeshift, but we don't need to. So, Elite Fight is going. We're doing good. Heal 25 damage, change cost of attacks to cards in hand to 0. Don't mind if I do. Alright, taken down. For 1 turn, all enemies lose 1 strength for each bleeding on enemies. Remove enemies bleeding. Burn a status card in the deck per each enemy bleeding. 1 turn, all enemies lose 1 strength per each bleeding. That's really cool for the bleeding. Dichotomous card, deal 10 damage or deal 1 damage, and then when you inflict HP damage, inflict bleeding. I like Predator Strike. It's a cool card. Removes enemies bleeding is scary. I don't think that's going to be what I want to do. And then gaining... For 1 turn, all enemies lose 1 strength for every bleeding on them. I mean, that's cool, right? Like, we're definitely applying bleeding. Okay, so we have a choice of item here. We already have a helmet. We already have weapons, so we don't necessarily want gloves. Increasing HP by 30 and then ignoring barbed is cool, but I don't want to replace both my weapons, because, like, this is the only form of scaling we have right now, and scaling's very important. So I think we'll take one of these, but we'll probably not equip it, and we'll just sell it down the line. Dwarven Grog as a trophy. Selling price of all items is increased by 30%. Not bad. Okay, yeah. These set bonuses are really cool. Okay, we'll go to a campfire, then we'll upgrade our card. Or we could remove a card. I'm gonna remove a card right now. I think I'm gonna stay away from ferocious cards for right now, because I can't be trusted with them. And then we'll get into just regular attacks. Mass Clown, Rat and Pig. Alright. Boss fight of Act 1. Generally not too bad. I haven't had a lot of difficulty in Act 1. It's Act 2 and then 3 that I've lost. Sometimes you just run out of health really fast and it surprises you. Add status cards to the draw pile. Okay. And you still gain Fury. So what if you, like, didn't exist, though? Yeah, you're stunned, so, like, I don't even care if you gain Fury anymore. Yeah, that's fine. This guy's HP bar, he's actually a double HP bar. When his pig dies on 144 HP, he comes out and then does his own thing. Curse of Lycan, so yeah. As long as we just play this in like a different order, we're gonna be pretty okay. Alright, Lycan time. I want to gain strength, I want to deal damage. I want to play a skill, I want to deal damage. I want to shapeshift. And then deal more damage. Oh, without getting him any fury. We could have given him a fury that turn. Again, that wouldn't have mattered. We still have that infection we're dealing with, but it did get us a fight, which maybe wasn't worth it. 14 damage times 5. That's a lot of damage, right? Am I wrong? I think that's enough. Oh, right, but he does transform. Right, yeah. I should have thought about that. Thankfully, we don't have to care. Alright, he's got 13 strength. And he's got 2 stacks of fury, so yeah, you can see he's like gonna immediately end our lives if we don't win this turn, but like thankfully we win this turn. So yeah, that's it. That's Act 1. That's the boss down. Losing 5 strength and doubling balm is interesting. Doubling stats is always kind of cool. Losing 5 strength is a lot of strength though. Not sure I want to do that. When dealing health damage, inflict 1 bleeding. I do want to go down a bleeding route. When you receive damage on your turn, draw a random attack. Spending health on playing cards is not considered as taking damage. Receiving damage in your turn is kind of hard to make work. I like sharpened claws though. That's like scaling over time, right? So we could get a fluted axe. When dealing damage, inflict 1 bleeding. That's scaling, right? However, we're giving up trophies here where we could just have 5 balm, so 5 regen, which is pretty good, or 4 spirit, so our healing is more effective. I do like a fluted axe, though. That seems really cool. Like with what we're doing right now, let's try it. Let's do it. How much harder is Act 2 than Act 1? Significantly. Yeah, it is 3 acts. Draws 2 cards of your choice. Pretty darn good potion. So these are consumables. You just use them once and then they're gone. Remove all negative statuses, burns. It's also good and gain 5 balm. I like drawing 2 cards of our choice at any given time. And then, so we can replace our trophy. So yeah, instead of selling cards at a higher cost, we could take this at the start of turn, lose 4 health and gain 1 strength. That's interesting if we're like pretty confident we can gain our health back and scale. 4 health is a lot though. And 1 I mean, you know what? Let's take the bear cape. Then we get to upgrade a card. Which we could do like 2 bleeding, right? Yeah, let's do that. Double bleeding. Although now we have even more bleeding that we're going to be adding. So this is interesting. Yeah. So we still have this axe. So we'd no longer be gaining strength and balm while in the Lycan form. Sorry, and spirit. Not balm. But I think we can manage it. We have a health potion still. We still have space for a ring, armor, and boots. And I've been down this way. I don't know what's all the way to the right, and I kind of want to find out. So let's explore. Unknown event. Eat the herb in Lycan form. Sure. Apparently that wasn't a good idea. Wait, we came close to the north gate? Troll leather armor. Sure, we'll take that and we'll equip it. Gain 5 balm. Wait, I'm really worried about what just happened. Did I just, like, skip the entirety of Act 2? I think I might have just skipped the entirety of Act 2. Each turn, first attack inflicts weakness on the target. That's not bad if weakness is going to help us. Ooh, talent. Increase maximum HP by 10, and at the start of battle, clone 2 random talent cards is pretty darn good, though. Over Troll Bomb. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, we just skipped part way through the act. We're now halfway through. We got a bunch of items. That was surprising. Okay. Did not expect that. 5 Balm isn't bad. I like talents though. Talents are pretty cool. Alright, time to time to upgrade a card. Oh boy. Does this like stay in the deck at all? No, that's right, it costs 1. Blood Debt. Yeah, we could maybe do that if I had more Balm. Negate the next 4 Lycan debuffs isn't bad. 4 damage, 5 bleeding. 6 damage. Right, you burn 1 card instead of 2. I don't know that the burning cards is that bad actually. I mean, I think I like doubling the effectiveness of Drain the Juices. 12 damage and restore 20 health seems good. Alright. Time to find out. I gotta go to the right here, because there's like a tourney in here that you can get some like good events from, but like instead of doing a gladiator arena, I want to see what else we got.
Sometimes you can negotiate with goblins, but not this time.
So yeah, we can make sure we're dealing damage. Goblins have ignore all non-targeted attacks and skills. Does this not target? I gotta find out. No, it targets. Okay. So we're gonna take some damage here. But that is gonna transform us. Good thing we have this stun, otherwise we'd be in some trouble. Never mind, we don't have the stun because you ignore the non-targeted attacks. Of course. Right. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. We're going to die now. I gotta use this potion so that we do not die. Not that like we're guaranteed to die there, but that was interesting. Okay, if I drain your strength, you're like no longer that scary. Then we could do a deep cut here. Make y'all lose some strength. That saves us somewhat. Having to use a potion this fight is not a good sign. Salt in the wound. Double the enemy's bleeding. Is that what the axe gives me? I didn't even notice. You're dead now. And you can like die in the future. Yeah, this 12 damage a turn. It's pretty rough. We need to stall. Though he's gonna be gaining poison blades. So I need to hit him in a way that like doesn't hurt me too badly. But doesn't like kill him. Okay, like we can take him down anytime now. But we gotta stall slightly. Okay, 4 times 4 and it poisons. Yeah, that's probably not good. This should restore our health still, right? Yes, okay. 52 health. So maybe I put back on the troll armor. I think the troll armor that gives us regen and then more max health, and then we're not worried about our talents, is probably fine. Not that I minded having more talent, it's not exactly what I need right now. Deal 2 damage to, and then damage dealt to HP causes bleeding, or deal 4 damage when dealing damage to HP, inflict 3 bleeding. I'm going to take the beast one because we're transforming a lot. Skillful blow, deal 1 damage per card in the deck. That's interesting. Increases card draw by 2 for the whole fight. That's amazing.
Why are there so many?
Now they're harvesting orc fat.
Is that...
It's all about that elixir.
Goblins want that orc fat.
Goblins want to grow in...
Wow.
Okay. So Troll goes back on. I think that's gonna be better for us. Doubling the bleeding is cool. We have the talent for bleeding. I like the robber still. We're gonna find a shop to spend money on eventually. Instead of a combat, let's take an unknown event. Try to fill out this map as much as possible. Twin shamans, you can't tell them apart. They're obviously epic battle for respect. They can't figure out who's cooler, though what difference does it make if it's not clear which one of them is. We could just battle them, or we could... I don't know, I'm gonna ask a question. Are you Grum? Nope. Alright, time to fight. Got an elite battle here. 192 health. Okay, block doesn't disappear at the start of the turn, so they get to retain all the block they ever get. Giving strength to allies, so we want to probably kill those guys as fast as possible, and then you don't take AoE damage. Good stuff, good stuff. Gain a ward. Let's see if we can, like, take this guy down immediately. That seems like a good call. Yeah, in fact, just drawing 2 cards of our choice seems nice. I could draw a 2-cost, like, attack is what I'm thinking. But it has to be one that can target. And I can draw... Ooh, wait. No, I was going to draw, like, another transform ability here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll shift back, we'll do this, we can deal damage and do some ward stuff, and then we'll stay as a wolf for a hot second here. You're going to gain block on everybody. An excessive amount of block explodes, dealing damage to everyone on the battlefield and stunning the owner. Interesting. I don't know what counts as an excessive amount of block yet. Nobody has any bleeding, so we're just gonna have to chill. Let's give some balm. If you're wondering, by the way, the other character has block, which means you're just not taking as much damage every battle. Which is something that helps out significantly. Oh, I could have played backstab. I should have read the card. Whatever, we can also just save backstab. We'll take 7 damage, but it's fine. We have some balm. And we're inflicting bleeding every time we attack. Can I not play attacks? You disarmed me? And you're gonna do it again. Well, that's terrible news. But at least we're somewhat keeping up with their battle plan. You're gonna give strength to allies. I'm going to stun you guys so you don't do that. We're gonna maintain ourselves there. Okay. I can drain your strength because you're going to be around a while. We can deal with you. Deal damage. Go back into non-beast form. I don't know if like shock is gonna help us too much. They added 8 strength to themselves. Okay. Gain strength when receiving HP damage, loses strength. And they have more battle skills now, so they have 38 damage they're attacking us with. That's cool. Gaining 2 balm seems good still. Gotta hit their block a little bit better. Scourge of the Lycan. Those get to disappear. Now that we're not a Lycan, they didn't add curses to our deck. We're gonna heal, but still not as much as I would like. 42 damage. So we could play Pickpocket, and we get to survive. But we're not gonna be able to play too much else. If we play Dedication, we die. This game's always, it's always like you're so fine until you're not, you know? Okay, this time he's blocking, so we're alive. Changing all the cards to 0 this turn seems really good.
Strength alone is not enough to win.
Okay, we're gonna leave him alive for 2 turns so we can hopefully heal up. And then he's gonna guaranteed bleed to death next turn, right? Same amount of healing, so might as well just play the restore. Kill Gorgabun. Alright. I don't know if doubling Balm is the route I want to go still, but it definitely made a difference having the extra 5 Balm that fight. I think we would have lost without it. Move 5 random cards from the draw pile to the discard pile if at least one of them is Curse of the Lycan, gain 4 strength. We're not trying to get Curses of the Lycan in there. Vampire Claws. Restore 2 HP when an enemy takes damage from bleeding. It's not going to happen like that much. Start battle, gain 5 bleeding and 4 strength. That's not the end of the world. We don't have boots yet. Start battle, inflict 4 weakness on all enemies. Let's take boots. You know what? I think just being alive right now could help us a lot. Alright, we were losing 4 health and gaining 1 strength. That's also part of our problem. At the end of turn, restore 8 health for each Curse of the Lycan in the draw pile. That's like... That's restoration, but it's not scaling, and I need scaling. So let's make it more likely for us to play rapid healing, because I don't mind losing 2 strength and doubling our balm for that.
Since I've decided I'm going to end the curse.
If only it...
What's the...
I like that you can talk to his Lycan form here.
I'm not going to
Alright. So we can't rest because we're a Lycan, so we can't heal up, but we can train. I want to shop so I can spend my money. Is there a card we desperately need to get rid of? Probably Infection would be a good one. Just a thought. Yeah, might want to get rid of Infection. Not having a curse is pretty good. Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is a big old bug. Never faced this boss before, but you have 4 weakness on you. Whenever you deal damage, you gain strength. That's bad, because unfortunately they're gonna be guaranteed to deal damage to me. I can't really do anything about that. What I can do Let's shapeshift. And at least we're bleeding them dry. I feel like I got this. You don't have a lot of block. You're not like that strong. Okay, you're about to get a bunch of block. It's not my ideal time to double bleeding, but it isn't a bad time either. We did a lot of damage. That's the important part.
Big problem.
We're getting strength. Okay, we did have Curse of the Lycan, which is bad. That gave us a blight, so now we're going to take damage at the end of every turn. Yeah, okay. Could inflict even more bleeding. I'm going to burn this. We're going to gain some balm. I'm going to deal some damage. The bleeding's stacking up, but this guy's stacking up his damage. Okay, 7 times 2. We're not dead yet. But it's just going to give him more strength. Yeah, we could lose 2 strength to double our balm. 32 health every turn seems great. This is just healing for damage. We could shapeshift. 1, 2, and then we'll play one more of these cards. I mean, stacking up the bleed right now has to be more important. And then you're gonna buff next turn? Okay, I think we've got you. I think we've scaled fast enough that you no longer scare me. Because you've been stunned, and stunning means you're gonna go into you're gonna do the thing you were trying to do last turn this turn. It's all good now. Yeah, we're guaranteed to win, right? Imagine if that was for more than one turn. Gains barbed and wait, what are you doing? Gains barbed and block. Block is not lost at the end of the turn. Reduces damage taken 2 times by 2 times and gains armor at the start of each turn. My god. Imagine if we hadn't taken him out. Okay, he's got barbs, so we have to be a little bit careful about attacking.
You need to protect yourself from the bomb.
But like, dang.
You kept standing on your feet after suffering such wounds.
We don't have to like attack him here. I'm just having fun doing it.
He drowned in his own blood.
All right, Armadillo. If we didn't beat him that round, he's about to get really hard for us to deal with at all. Hedgehog. Gain 5 disarmed at the start of the turn. Gain 5 block and 4 barbed. Gotcha. So this is like the full like barbed build. So you can't play attacks 5 times. God, that's rough. I don't know about rapid healing take 2, but we could do it. Upon transforming, lose all scarring, gain equal balm until coming out of the form. Until coming out of the form. I'm assuming that means if we transform back into Lycan, we won't be gaining regen. Let's just like keep doubling our balm. See if our regen can keep us alive until they just inevitably hit us for our full HP. So Warrior's Amulet. We don't have a ring yet, so gain 5 strength. Upon burning a card, gain 4 strength for 1 turn. Or draw 1 extra card at the start of turn, lose 1 spirit. I could lose a spirit and gain 1 extra card draw per turn. That's the type of thing that seems good to me. Return a burn card of your choice to your hand. Just HP recovery could save your life. Clone a card of your choice from the draw pile. Clone and draw the card of your choice from the draw pile. Yeah, let's just like play whatever card we want at the start of a fight. What is Spirit? Spirit lets you gain more health from your cards and skills, but not from Balm. So it's weird. Just gain 12 armor. Interesting. Not good enough. We're not a blocky build. We are a at the start of turn lose 4 health, gain 1 strength kind of guy. And then I think we just upgrade this other rapid healing. So we lose our strength that we're building up, but we're gaining regen.
Are you going to comment on my
No, a victory like any other.
Nope. An army
Maybe you're angry that
again.
I like how it's just like, hey, good job, you beat an armadillo. That's all you did. Alright. For the final act, gotta go to the bosses here. I could try like the full right side. I don't know what the full right side is. It seems like a good plan unless there's enemies that counter bomb. I mean, there's enemies that might just deal my full HP and damage. Oh, you know what I really need? I really need a shop. Do I know if any of these are a shop? I don't know if this is a shop. I don't know if this is a shop. Dangerous to not get a shop right here. You see, we made it. I made it all the way over to here and died last time. It was really sad. All the way to the mother of imps. Wait, I only know where one shop is, and it's right here. Well, fine then. I want to be able to spend my 1,000 gold. Hello. Yeah, everybody here is like turning demonic, which is why we have to go kill the king who's allied with demons. Choose a suspicious demonic gift. We have to choose one? Well, I mean, might as well choose a toy wolf or a lichen, right? Interesting. Draw an extra card. Take 10 damage for disobeying orders. No thanks. I'll keep my trophy. That just means this turns into a free upgrade every time we skip a trophy. Which is nice. What would I want? I mean, I like the idea of drawing more cards. That has a certain ring to it. Then we'll go to the shop. We will trade. Okay, all sorts of things we can buy. There's demonic armor. Wow, you can buy 3 demonic things here. What's the demonic set boost again? So set on 3. Upon playing a card, reduce the maximum health by 1 until the end of battle and draw 1. Maximum health cannot go below 1. Yeah, it seems counter to our strategy. When attacking werewolf form, inflict 1 exposed on enemies. When attacking elf form, gain 1 exposed. Increase health by 50 at the start of the turn, gain 1 block per exposed on the hero. Yeah. Not sure any of the demonic stuff is what I'm going for. As for potions, though, I don't mind buying this potion. Is that just infinite card draw? I think so. Upon playing card, reduce maximum health by 1 until end of battle and draw 1 card. Yeah, that is just infinite card draw. That said, if I had a way to go infinite, it would be fine, but I don't think I have a 0 cost damaging card. And I'd have to be in wolf form so that it costs energy. Well, no, I guess as long as it costs 0, I could go infinite, but yeah. Demonic seems real good. Demonic seems abusable, but I don't think I can do that right now. Increase maximum health by 10 and turn remove all burning from the hero. That's nice. Every turn, strength is increased or decreased by a value of 1 to 5. That's so funny. Let's start every 3rd turn, gain 1 immune. Yeah. Maybe we just like buy elixir of purification. Sting, it's a sword that doesn't do anything except for put cards in our deck. Deal 20 piercing damage, inflict 3 breach. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I don't think any of these other things I really care about, weirdly. So, each turn, the first attack inflicts weakness isn't bad. I'm never playing this. So we can get rid of that. Sell Iron Fist for sure. I don't think anything else is really that interesting here, sadly. Nothing I really want, so we'll leave. Well, so much for spending my 1,000 gold. Get to open a chest here. 46 gold. Troll fists. Hey, we got another troll item, but I don't think troll is a set. Gain 2 balm and gain 1 balm playing 3 attacks. Yeah, so we could go all in on regen. There's an argument we don't need the gold as much anymore, though backstab can be a huge combo turn for us. And I do like being able to inflict bleeding on attack. So I don't think I'll do it. Can you purchase multiple card removes or just one? Oh, you can purchase multiple. I totally forgot to remove cards. That was my bad. I even thought about it. Hey, we could lose gold and just... How much gold? Like, I don't mind fighting here, but I'm curious what happens if we lose gold. Okay, bad stuff. Paid 500. Whatever.
Clearly, you want... But his death won't make peace between...
I'll take care of the rest.
No, it's none of my business. I don't care about...
Because I'm on the...
Good old...
Alright. I want to take the far right here, because I haven't seen what that is yet. Get rid of curses by taking damage. Do we have curses in our deck? Did we end up building into that at all? No, I don't think I haven't gotten a single curse. That's a first. Cool. Yeah, well, I can just leave then. Don't need to take damage, but good to know that that's there. And this event is, we could give all gold. It's either bluffing or... Okay, wait. 2 of them communicated with the queens. I saw it in their eyes, so I wasn't surprised to meet the court mage in his current form. In exchange for all my gold, he promised to create a spell that would crush Sigismund. Why are you helping me? Okay, that made us more evil. Okay. In exchange for all our gold, which is fine because we're all gonna do anything. In exchange for all my gold, create a spell to crush Sigismund. Either he's bluffing or he's a madman. We could do on ourselves, on an enemy, on all. Well, time to find out what on me does. Main effect of the spell. Healing? Balm? Lose HP, the usual cost. What's the usual cost? Didn't I just spend all my gold to get this? The main effect of the spell, what will the cost of the spell be? The usual cost? It burns, we lose HP. I don't know what the usual cost is. 4. Restore 64 health and inflict 2 balm on the hero. Interesting. So you can make like a custom card there. That's pretty neat. Wait, can I upgrade it? I should have checked to see before I click the training button. No. You can see with the notch here whether you can upgrade a card or not, so I could have known that ahead of time. I just decided not to. Well, we might as well give ourselves... You know what, I think... I don't know what I want. I think I've got no clue what I want. I'm gonna give ourselves upgraded combat, because you know what, this is gonna show up all the time. Might as well inflict more bleeding, have more strength. Time for the final boss. See how it goes. Start the battle. Alright. Good time to draw talents. You guys are all weakened, so you don't do as much. You add status cards to me. So find increased HP. Oh, we have -1 spirit, right? So we lose health from that sort of stuff. Sigismund, we might as well weaken. Nobody's bleeding yet, so we might as well not play any of that. Can I not? play Rage? I wanted to play Rage here. Might as well use this. It's interesting though. Alright, we have 48 balm. Oh, it's ethereal? I didn't even read it. I didn't realize it was ethereal. Oh well. Yeah, we don't want to give all enemies strength, that's for sure. Don't mind playing some of these cards. Might as well shapeshift. So yeah, we want to kill you because you, yeah, when there's no block, kills his ally, gaining HP and strength based on the ally. So we have to focus you down. Otherwise, he will gain strength based on his allies, like health and stuff, and that'll be real bad. So we kill the ally first, and then we kill Sigismund himself. I think that pickpocket is still something we're doing. Yeah, this is fine. Then we'll shapeshift once again. Getting all the good stuff. Do I want another copy of Animal Speed? I kind of do. Okay. That wasn't terrible. We're taking a lot of damage, but we have the Balm strat. The Balm strat's working. We can lose another strength. So yeah, now we're just recovering all of our health every turn. So unless they get me in one, we're good. Do this. Do that. We have our animal speed. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. We transform. We can hit again. Bleed. Bleed. I don't want too many animal speeds, but yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. The title does say across the obelisk. My apologies. This is Knock on the Coffin Lid. Another fun game, but sorry about the misleading title. Let me... Well, it's just about over. I'm just about to be done with the stream. I'll change the title after the fact so people don't get confused if they come later. But a very similar game to Across the Obelisk, to be honest. Other than you don't have a team to play with, which admittedly makes a big difference. Okay, we can gain more balm. Gonna gain more health. Still watching. That's good, that's good. We're trying to defeat the final boss here. Transform. If we transform again, we should get all our attacks. Just have to be worried about playing too many of these animal speeds. We're gonna have like too many of the copies of this card. Just gonna be a little bit sad. Might as well play this for value. You're gonna deal 26 to me, but we're gonna heal up our entire HP bar every turn. It's like it doesn't matter too much. I don't know why I can't play this rage potion. Gaining some money, that doesn't really matter at this point. Okay, this is actually the perfect time for turning into a beast. I don't know how many like cards we can have in hand, but I'm assuming we're gonna hit the maximum, whatever it is. So yeah, if we do this, now all the cards cost 0. We don't have a lot of damage right now, which is causing a little bit of problems for me. You're dead in like a turn or two. You're dealing 42 damage, which is unacceptable. You're out of here.
That would be the end of your story.
You're gain strength increases maximum health of allies. Well, I wouldn't do that if I were you, because that makes me sad. Time to shapeshift. Alright. He's got 22 strength. So as long as he can't kill me in one, we're still good. We're still okay. I gotta get bleeding on this guy eventually. It's like, there's no guarantee he doesn't kill me in one is the sad part. Our spirit has been decreased quite a bit. Am I not gaining strength every turn? At the start of turn, lose 4 health, gain 1 strength. Why did I lose a strength there? Is that something that you're doing to me? I'm actually not sure what's going on. Okay. Don't want you to gain strength. Gotta deal the damage. Wish I had another combo. You're doing 34 3 times. That actually does kill me. I actually don't have enough health. Okay, so we'll lose once again as Bjorn.
If it goes on like this, you won't get anywhere.
Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's unfortunate. Yet another loss. We were so close. He did so much damage at the end there. Power of Blight. Upon taking damage from Blight, gain 1 strength. That's kind of cool. Alright, lost on the final boss once more. I'm going to call it here for now. Yeah, that was sad. Alright, I was worried that he could do too much damage to me, and I was right. I didn't have enough ways to steal his strength or nerf him back down. Maybe I needed to take more HP. Maybe too many rapid regens? Yeah, probably. I could have done with less regen, obviously, in that fight. And maybe we would have had enough strength to start getting him down. Either way, it would have been hard. Ah, man. Once again, Bjorn is proven difficult. What a guy. I just don't know how to, fix him. This does seem like a decent talent. Maybe I'll win as alternate Bjorn. Have current health, deal damage equal to health lost to all enemies, deal 20 damage to random target. I mean, these are interesting items that we could find. I'm assuming these are just items we can find, not items we're guaranteed to get. Vampire boots, gain blocked for healing above maximum health. These are all so interesting. Deal 2 damage, deal extra 2 damage per burn card, deal 10 damage, additionally bleeding is activated on the target. Into the void. Yeah, maybe we can go a burn synergy. I was trying to make his initial form work. But I just can't. Alright, that's gonna do it for now though. Sorry, it's a bit of a shorter stream. I'll change the title of it. And I will see you all next time. I need to work on an Across the Obelisk video today so that I can actually get it done. One of these days I'll get out my guide video that I thought I was going to have done 5 months ago. But hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I will see